Hello, you guys, and welcome to Midday Chat with Butterflii. Child, what y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Butterflii, how are you?
All right, and how are you? Hello, Queendom. Hello. I'm
Hello,
all right, girl. Hanging in there, okay? My eyes feel a lot better, so you girl doing a lot better.
Lord. We thought you
Listen.
were blind for a minute over
Oh,
there.
girl, me and you both, all of us.
You,
All
hey,
of us, okay?
hey, Dee
Salutations, my beautiful Dottie. Yes, okay. I thought I was
Dee.
gonna go blind too, girl.
And then you kept putting living for me.
In time, oh my God. I'm thinking I'm pinning her goddamn fair use, and I put girl, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was
It
a
was
mess.
a mess. Butterfly, have you been
Yeah.
tears in your eyes to the blogs and seeing all the craziness going on in our world today?
Yes.
What
It's
you think?
it's starting to become overwhelming. I'm starting to get fatigued. I seen somebody, I don't know where I seen it at, but I think it was on Twitter. Somebody shared a man just saying naming everything down the list what he tired of. And I'm just like, man, I'm right along with him. It's becoming overwhelming to the point where I need to go have some fun somewhere. I just need to let loose, and because it's all gonna be there when I get back, but it's becoming overwhelming, you know. And I feel like, I don't know this to be fact. I feel like I'm somewhat of an empath, so all of this stuff is affecting me on a spiritual level. You know what I mean?
I
So
feel that.
it's yeah.
hmm Because you know what? I think that we can be overconsumed with information. And I really feel like
Yes.
that's kind of where I feel like I'm at. I just feel like I'm overconsumed with things that are going on.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly how I feel. That's why I'm like, girl, it's starting to become a lot. I need a relax, release day real soon.
That
So it's a
part.
great thing that we got a couple of Buttercup's birthdays coming up because we opening up the lounge, baby.
I know
Whew.
that's right. It's time. It's time for
Yes.
lounge. I was over there on the shade room and I saw where 3 days ago Zanzibar officially declared that Ashley Janae Robinson, that her unaliving was considered a suicide.
Yeah, I
So
don't believe that. And I hope they can reopen it. Hey, Brown Girls Rock, salutations.
yeah,
Yeah. I absolutely don't believe that at all.
yeah, I don't either. I kind
And I
of
pray that the family doesn't give up. I know that people wasn't understanding why they needed to go for me, but they're dealing with an international situation, and they're gonna need the money to fund a lot of different avenues that they're gonna need to take to really get justice for their baby.
if they get justice, that's the sad
If
part.
they get justice, yeah, to attempt to even get justice, because they definitely need somebody that is familiar with dealing with international things
Oh yeah.
of such levels, you know. So
hmm
I just pray for the family. I know the young lady's services is coming up this weekend. So my prayers is definitely still with her friends and family.
Definitely, definitely with the friends and family. I can't imagine what those parents are going through. It's just a lot.
Right.
Butterfly, can you chit chat for a minute? I got a call. I gotta
Yeah,
take.
absolutely. Salutations, everyone coming in. Welcome, Queendom and Buttercups. Yes. This is just a little midday chat. Me and Lady Rose said, let's come and get together and talk about some things, Buttercups. Because I know if y'all see all the nonsense going on, like we see all the nonsense going on, and it is very overwhelming. Okay, Buttercups? Very overwhelming. I don't know about y'all, but your girl is overwhelmed. Okay? Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. So salutations, everyone coming in. Thank you for joining us. Please make sure you hit that free 99 like button. It's a free and easy way to support me and Lady Ro, and it would greatly be appreciated. All right, Buttercups. So shout out to my Buttercups that are viewing us live from Butterflii's Corner, and shout out to the Queendom. Yes, Brown Girls Rock. Very overwhelming. And shout out to the Queendom that is joining us here at Lady Rose Place. All right, Buttercups. We are live streaming from both channels. So shout out to the Queendom and the Buttercups in the building. Let's go. Happy thirsty Thursdays, Buttercups. I don't know about y'all, but I think I might try to sneak out a little later and get me a cup water. and just take a relax, release moment, okay? Because it is a lot going on. And me and Lady Road just wanted to come and chit chat with our beautiful buttercups and queendoms, our queens in the
Yeah,
queendom.
that's it.
Yes,
That's it.
it is.
Thank you, but
Yes.
child,
Problem.
my grandson called and told my son that someone had threw a chair at him. Now my son's at work, so he thought my grandson said a teacher threw a chair at him. So my son,
Oh,
he was getting
you
ready to
about
go
to
to the
go off on a
store.
teacher. Okay.
Turned
About
out
to
to be
go get the teacher.
his homeboy threw a chair at him. I was like, oh my God.
Uh-uh.
Take a deep breath. And my son said, that's why you got to get the whole story before you get in the car.
Okay,
Exactly.
right.
Yes, that's why you got the whole
Lord, he would have had his father up there looking crazy. They would have been like, sir, what are you talking about?
story. And Granny right behind him.
Okay, like what? Ready to
Right.
tear that school down.
So on a lighter note, I was listening to the news earlier today, and apparently Boosie was on an airplane, was on a plane. I don't know where he was going, but he said that the flight attendant was musty. First, he was tweeting that it was smelling bad on the plane, and so
Mm,
his second tweet said that it was the flight attendant. He said, now y'all ought to make her ride back home on Greyhound. Baby, when I tell you that was funny because I could hear it in his voice.
yes. Uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
Bootsy said, put her back on Gray.
Put her on Greyhound. He said it should have been a sin and a crime to be smelling that bad.
Okay, absolutely. I think flight attendants are supposed to have a hygiene code, ain't they?
I thought they did, but honey, Boosie's upset over there right now.
I don't
Super.
blame them. That's a closed in space, baby. Who knows how long that flight is? Woo.
That's so
Child.
true. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Well,
Mm-mm.
I was also thinking about this Meg the Stallion and Clay Thompson situation, and a young lady I believe hit her pipe this morning and came out and said that she had been getting unalive threats. Her name is Lexi Brown. She's a basketball or WNBA player. And said she had been getting these threats online because she has been quote unquote the person that they said came between Meg and Clay. And she just wants one of them to come out here and say she didn't have nothing to do with it. Girl, when I tell you these people just be doing too
You
much.
Whitney, why don't you just come out here and say you didn't have nothing to do with it?
Well, I guess she don't think that her voice is enough, Butterfly. She don't think that whatever she say is enough for people to agree. They calling again, Butterfly. Let me get on over here.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, if you ask me, then if she feel like that, then Clay needs to be the one to come out here and clear her name. That was who she dealt with. That's who she dated in the past. That because I ain't gonna hold y'all. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is that there was a blind item about 3 months ago. And you know what I'm saying? Reading between the lines, it was referencing Clay and it was pointing fingers at her. Now, unfortunately, that's real sad. And I would really hope that the Hardys are not out there threatening this woman. That's ridiculous. Okay. Some of these fans get overzealous and y'all know we've seen it in real time. We've
Overzealous
seen it in real time.
is a
Listen,
nice
we've seen
word.
okay, because we've seen it in real time, but I would hope that the Hardys are not doing that. I really don't hope they're doing that. But
Well, the shade,
if anything needs to come out and clear, it needs to be Clay.
yeah, that exactly. But this is what the Shade Room reporting. It says WNBA player Lexi Brown says she's been getting threats on her life over affair rumors connected to Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion's breakup. The fact that I am still the only one that is defending my name, I just have no idea how to process that. I wouldn't have had minded if either one of them had came out and said it, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are in the relationship. They're the ones that are dealing with this, and they're the ones who are communicating with each other. So one of them, if not both of them, know that it was not me. The truth is over there somewhere, and I was expecting it to be to reveal itself from that side of it. For them to just allow me to get dragged, for a lot of people to allow me to get dragged through the mud, it was just really disappointing. I'm still the only person that has denied this entire situation of my involvement and claimed that this is 100% false. And the fact that I'm still the only one that is defending my name, I just have no idea how to process that. And that's the last thing that I'm like struggling to process, is that there's this massive outcry for protecting Black women, and nobody has mentioned Lexi Brown's name in any of those conversations. That's what Lexi came out here and said, and the shade room is posting it, child.
Oh God! Why didn't I just say I get tired of people using that? And this is why when we do, and it is very real situation about protect Black women, it doesn't get taken seriously because people use it for the minusculest of things. This has nothing to do with protecting Black women, but more so, at the end of the day, Clay is the one that needs to come out and clear your name. Period. And I feel bad, and I do feel bad that you have gotten caught up in it, but at the same time, Megan nor Clay mentioned your name. So for you to expect them to be the ones to come and clear it up, I don't recall Meg hitting no live button, getting on no public platform as far as Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, or anywhere else, claiming that you was the reason. So for you to automatically think it's their Meg's responsibility, I don't think it's fair. Now, Clay, on the other hand, he needs to come out and clear your name.
I agree.
You did previously date him. There is rumor, allegedly, word on the curve is that y'all have been dipping in and out since y'all broken up. Like y'all broken up, but y'all still what they call it, spin the block. That is out there. So unfortunately, I think Clay's the one that needs to come clear your name.
I agree with that 100%. I think Clay needs to come out instead of being childish and posting videos about protecting your peace without words. I think he's become Charlie Chaplin. It's Charlie Chaplin was the guy in the movies that
he's trolling. That whole boat thing was a whole troll. And the thing that is crazy to me about, somebody pointed this out, is that Clay was just looked at as a Russell Wilson.
Right.
They was calling him all type of doofy squids. I mean, they was straight calling this man everything but the child of God when they found out he was dating Meg. If he don't, and then he thinks that this is real support that's coming from the manosphere, he is tripping. They was just calling you a clown and a fool and an idiot. So now you're gonna feed into that nonsense? Come on.
And I don't know if he just put notches in his belt. I don't know what he was doing. I think it's really sick of him to have done this to not only one woman but several different women. And
right. And I don't understand why that's not a part of the conversation. If we're counting Megan Thee Stallion, a very young woman who is young and exploring life, and we're not counting this man's body count, it doesn't make sense. If we're going to do body count, why are we not counting his body counts and the things that he's done in his past relationships? Why are we only focused on Meg and what she had going on in the past? And some of these relationships are rumored. We don't know for a fact that Meg dealt with half of the men that they said she dealt with.
Facts. Rumor. Let's do rumor for rumor. Come on.
Right.
Since that's what we're going to do, let's do rumor for rumor. I just really hate the fact that we have one set of standards for women and another set of standards for men. I hate that.
And you know what I really hate? It be a lot of women that be falling for them standards too.
Right. I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah. I just, it's sad.
Either you're a girl's girl or you're not. One or the other. I don't appreciate the fact that we have women out here say, "Oh, that's what she did. Oh, she lied on Tory Lanez." I think she really tried to protect Tory, and at the end of the day, he was the one out here doing the goofy stuff. It wasn't her. But child,
right. Because Tory Lanez had what, 2 years in between they finally went to trial.
Yes.
And every time you turned around, he was in some type of situation where he was getting accused of assaulting somebody. Matter of fact, just before the trial started, he got accused and proven to be had assaulted August Alstina.
Exactly. If you look back, Tory Lanez is probably prison may have saved his life, to be honest with you. It may
Well, I
have
don't
saved
know because they almost took him out. They almost took him out too. So I don't know about that one, lady. Bro.
but he was out here in
That's
the
not
street
funny. I'm
wilding
not
out
laughing.
too.
But
But
I
he was
almost took him
wilding
out of
out in the
here.
streets, right? He was
Right.
doing it. He was wilding out in the streets. You wilding out in prison. You take, you pick your poison, because he was really wilding out before he went to prison. Out here doing after the supposedly pow-powing of whatever happened in that situation, it seemed like he got a battery in his back and he just went wild. And then
he did.
Yeah,
he kept running into things. Yeah.
Always, and from that point on, it was always his name was in the news and connected to some drama from that point on. So
it was.
I can't get down with that one. I'm gonna call foul on that flag on that one with Tory Lanez.
Right.
But I really feel like Meg really loved Clay. I just based on what she said, I believe, I'm not gonna say love, but I think that there was something, she was having feelings. She had caught feelings.
Right. I think she thought she was in love. I'm gonna be honest with you. And especially coming off the heels of everything that she was dealing with. On top of the lawsuit she had to deal with that unhinged blogger that became a psychopath. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot. It was a lot. And people just, it was a lot.
It was a lot. And and I agree with you. I really I wish the best for Meg. And part of growing up is heartbreak. We know
it is.
It's a big part of growing up. I told my daughters when they were young, they call themselves dating guys and feelings getting hurt. And I was like, girl, one day you'll be 30, you'll forget that person even existed, or that you even had whatever that feeling was will no longer exist in your life. Trust
me. Exactly.
In fact, it's probably best that you let old dirtbag go anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because that's it. I mean, and I believe this is true in all forms of relationships. There's a reason, season, and a lifetime. Some people are one of the three. Some people are all three, or some people are none of. Okay, so that's just that's the chocolates of life. Okay.
Exactly. Y'all get in the comment. Y'all talk to us and tell us how y'all feel about the situation. And I think that another thing in life, we go through seasons and decades, depending on our age. Decade is 10 years. So if you're only 21 years old,
hold up, baby. What did we do to Melanie?
Y'all did the same thing to Melanie. Are y'all okay? Child.
And I love how they try to use my rhetoric towards me. Y'all know they got that "are y'all okay" from me. But anywho, boo boo, what did we do to Melanie, sweetie?
Girl, I don't know why you feeding the trolls today. Let me drink my drink. I don't know why you feeding the trolls.
Sugar, brown sugar. Thank you so much. Salutations, beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Hey, brown sugar.
I didn't think so. I knew there wasn't going to be no reply for that. Baby, they always try. And why are they still talking about that lady? And why do they watch us if they think we hate that lady?
Girl,
I know you ain't got nothing for me. I know you don't. And that's exactly why I said that. It's a flying monkey slow. It's a slow meter. That ain't even a millimeter. That's a slow meter. That's one of them slow hoes. Sorry, Lady Rose. Excuse me.
It's okay, child. They want some attention today. We'll give them all the attention. You want to be famous? Get what to Melonhead?
Right. What does she got to do with Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson? And this is why. And then they get mad when she get dragged. Why are we bringing her up in a situation that does not have nothing to do with her? Doesn't have nothing to do with the price of tea in China? And then they wonder why they get y'all dog walk that girl, especially you, and your mother's a low life, and I'll keep dog walking her. And just because of you coming in here, bringing her up on a subject that she has nothing to do with, I'm a dog walk you and her. Okay? All right now. Yeah.
Walk the dog. Walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog. Ain't nobody talking about Mel.
Listen, I'm going to need you to go check into...
Hold on for a minute. Melody carries no weight around here. I know y'all want to think that Mel is like the second coming of Christ, or maybe you think she's Trump. I don't know, but we particularly don't. We call Mel out for the bull swanky that she did on TV. That's it. She's a person that was on TV. We watched the TV show. We didn't necessarily agree with it, but you apparently are stuck on Mel because we are talking about Meg the Stallion. Now you stay over there in the millimeter space, and we'll stay over here in reality because most of us deal with reality on a day-to-day basis. Girl, let me tell you what you do. You got one more time to post it. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna find yourself in: permanent timeout and banned from the channel. But go ahead. Sugar Brown said nobody did anything to her. She got booted. Now she's licking her wounds. Right, play the forever victim.
Girl.
I mean, for when I say forever victim, forever victim.
Forever. Mm-mm-mm. She got these fools that man. Listen, anywho, moving along back to Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson, because I swore that was the subject.
It was. It is. It is the subject.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These people. Oh my God.
I mean, just came in here and just tried to ruin whatever we had going. You know what? Let me go ahead and ban this person because y'all don't need even listening to nothing they got to say. Go on and find yourself somewhere else to go and have a good day. Go build you another page. Go build you another page. That right there is a mental issue that you would build a page to come over here and stalk someone else. Go find somebody. Go find something else to do. So. Anywho, I don't have time again to feed the trolls. We just came here for a little bit to just have a good conversation. So with Meg the Stallion, I just believe that sometimes as women, we aren't as supportive as we should be when it comes down to other women and the things that they go through. And even if when I think about Mel, because I don't care nothing about.
I want no parts of that conversation. I don't leave me out of it. I want to talk about the
you stay out of it.
That is old. I don't want to re-bring that mess up. That's old. I'm going on mute.
Let me talk about it. Okay. I think as women we don't support each other enough, and I'm going to tell you this: when it comes down to Martell cheating on his wife, I think every woman that I know thought that was wrong. Right? And I don't think most of us had an issue, at least I don't, with the way she treated Martell. My issue was with the way she treated the women around her and how she tried to blame everyone else for what Martell had done. That was my issue. Same way with Meg. I have a lot of empathy for Meg because I feel like she really liked Clay. I think she thought she loved him. And she was hurt. The reason why I say she was hurt because she came out and made a public outcry. This fool is out here cheating on me, and I done cooked him dinner, and I done met his mama and daddy. He a no good sucker. That's pretty much what she said. So that's just kind of how I feel about it. I think most women carry empathy, but since you brought your girl up, I have empathy towards her when she was cheated on. I just don't have empathy towards the rest of that bull swanky that she do. That y'all want to pretend like it's right and okay. Anyway, Butterflii, I'm gonna step off stage.
She said, baby. Okay, I'm not addressing that. That is old. That is irrelevant. I can care less. Them people gonna be crying until Jesus come back. Okay, I ain't got time for it. I'm not gonna keep explaining myself to these people. They're gonna continue to feel how they feel. I'm gonna continue to feel how I feel, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, them people come over there and watch me all day long. So that's what you continue to do. That's it. That's all. Keep watching your girl.
Right.
Now,
keep your good eye over here.
Keep your good eye over here, okay?
Good eye over here, baby.
Because I'm not explaining myself about that situation no more.
Yeah, and you should have to. You should have to.
No.
So, girl, Kenya Moore, what you think about Kenya Moore and all her stuff being put out on the curb?
Ooh. The thing that is really sad about that is that she said that she used the money that she put away for her daughter.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And herein lies, even if people want to say, oh, well, Brett Eady threatened her and X, Y, and Z, why would you? What Kenya Moore did was inherently and morally wrong, period. if she felt so threatened by Brittany, there was so many other steps she could have took, like going to the police station, filing a police report, getting a restraining order. There are serious steps that she could have took where she didn't intertwine something that she was claiming that was for her daughter's legacy. And look what she used it and did to spite somebody else. Sometimes you could spite your own self so much. You're in the midst of trying to spite somebody else and you end up spiting your own self. Hey, you got to be kidding me. Salutations, beautiful. Yeah, so I think I want to feel bad for Kenya Moore, but she's a mean girl to me. Kenya Moore has always been like a mean girl to me, so I find it hard to feel bad for her too.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings. She's not at the highest level of my fan list, but I will tell you, I feel like Kenya really messed up her own bag, and
that's it.
And there's nobody to blame but Kenya. You can't blame Michelle Brown. I heard a blogger very upset with Michelle because a lot of people love Kenya just like they, this other girl that was in here screaming a few minutes ago, crying wolf.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people feel that same way about Kenya Moore. And I heard a blogger, content creator, pretty mad at Michelle Brown because of the Kenya situation, but it's not Michelle Brown's fault. Michelle's job is to bring us content. She's a
do what they do.
Yeah, she's a content creator. She is a blogger. She actually writes blogs. She actually straight from the A belongs to Michelle Brown. So getting upset with Michelle Brown for simply reporting the news is absurd. That's her job. That's what she gets paid to do. And I think that's crazy for people to think that it's okay to get mad at her and blame her for what happened to Kenya. It's not Michelle's fault.
Well, you're doing the same thing that she does, might I add. So you're telling me this was somebody that creates content, and I guess what I'm guessing what their content bees about.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when it comes, stuff like that is I couldn't take somebody that serious getting mad at Michelle, because at the end of the day, you're clicking your button now talking about Michelle.
That part. Come on.
So make that make sense.
That part. You're right.
So it's like it was good for the goose, it's good for the gander. And at the end of the day, Kenya Moore, she had a blog in her pocket. Allegedly, rumor has it, word on the curve is. What's that? You know who I'm talking about? That famous blogger. What's her name? Oh my God, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't spit it out.
Yeah, she ended up getting her own show and everything.
What's her name? B?
Yes. Be more. Beat something like that. Yes. No, not B Simone. No, it's not B Simone, but it's B something. It's y'all know who we talking about. Because she was real close with Nene. And she had a falling out with Nene too. And matter of fact, she fell out with Nene over Kenya.
Right.
Dang, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Oh, it's messing up my head trying to think of it.
Girl.
I don't like her character, but I do feel bad for her because in this society with social media, it can be embarrassing. You know what? You got to be kidding me. You are absolutely right. For one
Thank
thing,
you, B. Scott. Thank you, Ken's big sis. B. Scott. Thank you.
For one thing, you got to be kidding me. Her stuff was put on the curb, right? She's in Japan. She said that only thing was left. She said it was a few items, but the things that was left, people was taking them. I saw people like putting dryers in their cars, and in the back of trucks. So I'm not sure what Kenya thought, but it is embarrassing to see your stuff put out on the curb like that. Definitely embarrassing.
Very embarrassing. Like I said, the thing that's really disappointing for me is that she dipped into her daughter's money to make that happen. And then she would throw it all away with trying to spite another woman. I'm sorry. Buttercups. Sugar, brown, sugar. I do not. Now, the Sheree situation, a little different than I look at it with the colorist Claudia situation. I think, I don't think it's harassment. If they're doing things that are on public platforms and Michelle's job is to blog about it, I don't think it's harassment.
Right.
I mean,
She's made millions of dollars being a blogger. No, she's not the little time guy. She big time
No.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she really is that girl. And I know a lot of I'm gonna tell you something. Think about Wendy Williams. She was hated for a long time. And that's
Very
the
long time.
caliber. Yes, that's the caliber that most bloggers want to be. Because regardless of the hatred, guess what? There is always going to be a group of people who embrace them. Because I can tell you one thing, you can just about take the information that Michelle Brown gives and you can take it to the bank. Normally it's accurate. It
Right.
just is. And
Mhm.
I'm a fan of ATL, and I have not always been. I thought that she was a little busybody, but I started listening to her, and as I started to be getting into content creation, I've been a fan of Michelle Brown for about 5 years. Michelle know what she be talking about. She know what she be talking about. I'm sorry, everything she said normally comes to pass. She told us that Kenya was being evicted. Kenya came out here last week and said,
Lying.
no, they're lying. They're not. I'm not going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, she
Just
told.
lying. Okay, lying through that weave that she wear that she lying says she don't wear. Girl,
Mhm. But the
I'm
thing with
sorry,
Sheree
y'all.
was, again, she's a blogger. Sheree had a house sitting out there that she was supposed to been working on for years, like that
Mhm.
Street by Sheree. And Michelle went out there and blogged on it. She just happened to have taken Funky Dineva with her, which she probably should have continued to be a one man show and did her thing. And Sheree was upset about it, but she was everything she said about Sheree was the truth. Claudia Jordan, I believe that they have an ongoing beef for some reason, and that's between her and Claudia. I don't really know all the details, but
Right.
again, Michelle gets paid to do this kind of stuff. That's what blogging does. The only way to get rid
Yes. See, Claudia got the same issue that Candy and a lot of these other women tend to have.
of.
They don't
Hey,
want nobody to say anything about them. You know what I'm saying? And they
right.
want to be able to sway people in their direction. So, I mean, this is the reason why Candy started her own platform because she said, "Freak it, I'm not gonna pay these bloggers. I'm gonna come out here and become a blogger myself." And
Right.
that's because she wanted to be able to tell her own story and speak for her own self, which is not going to stop other people from blogging on her. But she just thinking, shoot, if I can't beat them, why not join them?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Um,
all in unity and make Lady B. Salutations, beautifuls.
Yeah, hey, Can's
Yeah.
Big Sis is in here. Can Big Sis,
Yes.
she said we made her get off the TV.
Okay, like, hold up. I need to come in the chat, baby.
I love it. Thank you guys for joining. Make sure you tap that like button on my page and Butterflii's page. It helps us get these videos out into the algorithm. We're just there
Yes, absolutely.
having a midday chitty chat. We just thought we'd come together and talk about some things we saw on the blogs
Now,
this
I'm
week.
not, yeah.
You said Michelle
That's
got
what
played by
happens,
one
Sugar
guy,
Brown.
Bob.
That's why I said with the Sheree and Michelle ATL, there might have been a little bit of bias in there because of the
Yeah,
Bob
yeah,
situation. That's
I
why I said
agree
I
with you.
gotta look at it different than I do with the Colors Claudia situation. You know,
Yeah, but the one
Claudia
guy,
likes to be
Bob,
able to put her mouth on any and everybody. But Claudia is another person that likes to put her mouth on any and everybody, but don't want nobody to have nothing to say about her and her
yeah,
shortcomings. But she'd be
yeah,
quick to run out here and talk about everybody else's shortcomings. So I don't feel bad for Claudia neither.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm,
But I'm gonna
at
tell you
all.
this too with Michelle and Claudia. Everything that Michelle said about Claudia, she got receipts to back it up. Calling her
Yes.
colors, she got receipts to
Yep.
back it.
Back it up.
Girl, but I can't get over this wonky eye Bob, baby. That has me tickle today. Aliunti says she likes Michelle ATL Brown. She knows the real truth about what's going on. And she does, and she tells you.
Mhm,
She doesn't normally talk
mhm.
about things outside of Atlanta, but she does bring the Atlanta tea, which is what most people want to know. We want to know what's going on in Atlanta. And she
And that's
does.
why she started her blog. She started her blog
Mhm, mhm.
officially to talk about all the things because at this time, Atlanta was blowing up on the scene and they had a lot of things going on. So,
Right.
you know, they got the black talent that they got they had black Hollywood down there. You know what I'm saying? They got the music industry, the black music industry. A lot of that's happening down there. You know, she's in where is vibrant and pumping, and she started at a good time. Now, like I said, at the end of the day, of course, anybody wants their privacy, but unfortunately, with the line of work that these people are choosing, a lot of things are not going to be private. Like, you want to be popular, unfortunately, this comes with being popular. Like, people are going to see your good and bad, your ups and your downs.
That's true. That's true. And the thing is if you don't want people out here running your name into the ground, be careful about what you're doing. The thing with
Right.
Kim, I think that really kind of puts me to the point where I because I really got angry with Kenya. How in the world did you let yourself get tricked out of your spot by an amateur? Girl, you used to this is what you
Yes.
do. This is what you do.
Yes. And how do
Kenya,
you forget that you did the same thing seasons ago with Phaedra, waving your 4-4 out of your closet? So it's
girl,
like you can't make me seem like you really felt that threatened. So we should have took you waving your 4-4 in the closet with your stylist assistant, whoever that was. We should have took you seriously. Like, come on now.
and but ain't no way you should have taken your platform of your new business and used that as an opportunity to get back
No,
at an
nope,
amateur girl that didn't bring
at
nothing to
all.
the show. She had a rent a husband. Girl, Kenya, this is what you tricked out of your spot for? Come on, Kenya.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
God. You gotta be kidding me, says she does. Baby, when that happened with Britt Edie at the Kenya's grand opening, I was on the live with her when that popped off. When everyone was leaving, girl, it was a Kiki in real time. I was on live too. You gotta be kidding me. Her and Josh was over there, and Josh ran out the car, baby. That was everything. Girl, I was here for it. I'm sorry. I was here for it. Yeah, you said what Kenya did was foolish. It was very foolish. And unfortunately, in the gist of it, she lost her job. We see her losing a business. And I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna tell you what I did here. And maybe Butterflii can speak on this as well. Uh ATLian was actually in the court when Kenya went to court for the eviction. And one of the things she said, Kenya's attorney said that the beauty shop was, or the salon was meant to be a recording space. So they were supposed to use it to film the show. And of course, she got kicked off of the show in the process. So I really don't know why Kenya was fighting the eviction
See, because
authority.
I believe that's the whole lie. I do not believe that. I don't believe Kenya or her attorney for one bit at all. Because you
Why do
was
you not
actually
believe?
people were actually because they actually had stylists in there. There was people in there getting their hair
No,
done. Granted, it wasn't a lot
no,
of people, but there was
no.
people that went there and got their hair done.
That place was closed more than it was open. And there's
Yeah,
facts and
absolutely.
proof to it. And I really believe that it was meant to be a filming space for her and the show. And she actually lost the show. That's when she started trying to get stylists in there once she was removed from the show. But prior to that, she wasn't trying to get that shop open and get people in there. She just wasn't. So I don't know. You raised a good point, but I just don't think it was open enough because most salons that I know of have operators inside of them and they are flourishing. Even if it's one or two, the doors are open. Her doors were always closed. You said Kenya messed up by allowing that thirsty trollop to come for her and fell for it. She definitely did, Sugar Brown. She definitely did. She definitely did. She said, yes, you're right. Yes. Yeah. I'm a number one Kenya fan in the chat and the number one Michelle ATL and hater in the chat. Let's go, champ. Yes. You said Michelle ATL and stalking is a stalking hater. Hope she's listening to this live. Oh no, we love you, Michelle. We love you. Don't listen to Sugar Brown. Don't listen to her. I don't know where Butterflii just went, but her phone just went off. Hopefully she'll be right back. But there she goes. But definitely, Butterflii.
Yep, I'm sorry. I don't know how I kicked myself out. Yep,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I
Yeah,
sound low on my end too.
you said what type of filming
Okay.
space? She was, according to her
Right.
attorney, the salon was going to be used as a space to film episodes of the show. But after the incident with the pictures at the grand opening, they never went back to film with Kenya again. In fact, they met up and suspended her from the show immediately afterwards. So there was no more filming. But apparently that was what that event, because she had did a whole build out, over $100,000 worth of build out into this salon.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you really think that was all for the show?
it was a
Come
content creator
on.
space. I think it was.
No. I love you, Lady Ro, but I have to disagree. Can
You
you?
can
That was
figure
meant
out
to
you
be a
want to,
salon, and
you
she
can
messed up
hold
all the way
on.
around.
But how was it going to be used as a salon if it was never open? Tell me that.
Right. Why would it was why wouldn't it be never open? My thing is she had stylists and then she had people booking. There's a lady right now that want her money back because she booked and when she got there the
Because she
person was
never
never
got
there.
into the place. Exactly.
Right.
You're making my point without me even saying anything. You're making my point.
No.
Content
Why
creator space is only
that don't make sense. It does not make sense to advertise it as a salon if it's with Mariah Huff has, which is a content creator area. That doesn't make no sense, Lady Ro.
It may not make
No.
sense, but it makes a
No.
whole lot of sense. The reason why I say the salons are open, right? Salons are open. Normally, if you go to a salon, there's a little sign on the door that says these doors must remain open during business hours. Her doors were never open, even though she had had cosmetologists working in her salon. She was never open. I have seen videos of them walking up to the salon to get in, and the doors be closed. So you just got to make it make sense. I don't know. Alienti said,
Bad business. It's called bad business, Lady Ro, and not taking her business seriously, especially after you claiming that you spent your daughter's money on it. I'm sorry, I can't, because you might as well advertise it as if she had legitimate advertising as a content creator space, then that place would have been booming. Period. So to me, that doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
But if she advertised it as a content creator space, you know how many people would have been trying to get in there? Just like you said, booming. That's not what Kenya wanted. She actually wanted to use that space to film for our HOA. That's what she wanted it for.
So she wanted to film as a fake salon owner? Is what you're saying? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's been putting on a lot of fake stuff throughout the years, according to the blogs and the people Walter. Let's talk about, what was the other guy? Matt.
I
mean, the list goes on and on and on.
I mean, she does go the extra mile on some fugazi and felonious activities. But I'm not gonna believe that she wanted that as a content creator space. I just don't. Yeah. I don't think she did that just for the show. I'm gonna tell you this.
The attorney didn't
just a failed business.
The attorney never said content creator space. I said that.
Okay.
I thought that. The attorney said she was going to use it for filming purposes. So when you use things for filming purposes, that means she was going to use this to offset, because you can write off the salon as a business while she's getting this money from Bravo. That's a tax write-off, right? So she was going to use it as a space for her to film in. You follow me? It was all going to work out.
Is the tax write-off worth it? Because they now having a contract because of Bethany that they get a good percentage of whatever they launch on that show.
Man, the tax
while they're doing it on the show.
Let me tell you something. She put over $100,000 into building out that beauty shop, right? Or the salon. She can write off every single dollar of that. Every penny. You know what that would probably do? Leaving her owing the tax man $0.00. See what I'm saying? She can write off every single. You get that from a property owner. I write off everything. Every year when somebody moves out, or whenever somebody moves out and I have to upgrade my property, guess what? I write off the carpet, I write off the paint, I write off everything that I can write off on my taxes. If I spend over $100,000, do you know I'm going to get a check back from the government? Because my write-off is going to be more than what I've paid into it. So yeah, definitely, it was definitely worth her while to have it. Definitely, because you can write
If
off.
you say so, Lady Ro.
I'm just
If
telling
you
you, you
say
can
so,
write off an
babe, I
empty
will.
space, right? She's
Mm.
I'm sure she gets the 1099 from Bravo, and or she's not pay probably paying tax. She probably pays taxes on her own or through her financial advisor. Um, then she probably takes that money. You know, if you have an office space in your home, you can write off so many square feet. Now she has a whole salon to write off. It makes it worth it. I promise you, it makes it worth it. If you making
Well,
millions
it
of
look like
dollars,
that tax write-off is going to be going to that landlord. That's
you're
not
right.
funny, but I don't know. I don't even know if this whole situation was worth it because between the lawyer fees and the landlord got to get his 99.9 something. I don't know. I don't know if it was worth it, Lady Roll. Or if it
I
was
think she,
worth it, why would you let it get destroyed like that? You see what I'm saying? I
but
don't
you
know.
have
I don't
to,
know, Lady Roll.
but
I
you
don't
have to
know.
still think about it. She was evicted, but there's still a fight for the money that she spent out in the salon. I don't think this is the end of this. Being evicted was just the beginning. The I think the landlord is still gonna have to owe her money for what she spent
I
out in
don't
the
know
salon.
because the landlord, she owed the landlord money. He
They
just
owe
filed
each other.
documents.
They owe each
Okay.
other money. She has a contract saying that she would do a build out, and this man would pay her for the build out. He still owes her money.
No, here's the problem
Yes.
with her portion of her lawsuit, Lady Rowe. She has yet to produce one receipt. So I don't know about no money she's gonna get, and she still ain't produced no receipt. And the whole point of the landlord getting mad is, and the reason why he ain't gave her no money, because a part of that contract that she signed was also in that contract is that she had to prove with receipts that all this was done. Kenya has yet to show any receipts for any of
Butterfly,
that being done.
you're missing the entire lawsuit. You definitely are. So the lawsuit that they actually went through was he wanted money because she had not paid rent. That was it. Was never that she didn't prove that she hadn't done it, because now she has proven that she did do the build out. And he does have the receipts. He still wanted money for the rent. So this is not the end. I promise you this is not the end of this. She may not have the salon anymore, but I guarantee you there's going to be some type of judgment between that build out and what she owed him in rent. I promise you that. This is not going to be the
We're
end
gonna
of it.
see,
This
like, well, we're gonna bet on it because so far, from my understanding,
let's
she
do
has
it.
yet to provide any documents for the
Let's do
for
it.
what she was contractually supposed to do, and that's why he wanted her evicted.
Mhm. He wanted her evicted because she hadn't given him any money. I'm telling you.
Right. No rent money, and she did not provide no receipts for the build out, which was her excuse for holding out on the money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
We'll see,
got what
Lady
you.
Ro. We'll see. Mhm.
Yeah, we
They
gonna
still
see.
have a court day. We're
We
gonna
gonna keep
see.
following it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we still gonna follow it. No, we hadn't talked about Portia and Carlos because I didn't watch the interview. Butterfly, did you watch it?
I started to watch. I watched some of it, so I watched half of it. So we can come back and talk about that. But I definitely the part so far what I've seen, I really enjoyed. I'm not understanding why Fallon came out here with the nonsense. Portia says she takes her accountability. It's whatever. Fallon, at the end of the day, for me, I never felt bad for her anyway because at the end of the day, they both was cheating spouses. She ended up pregnant by the dude and got married to the dude. So it's like, girl, what are you whining, crying, and complaining about? Hey, it is what it is. Like, it's time to move on. But we can come back and talk about it later. I thought so far what I was seeing was really good too.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any of it. I saw that they were had an interview, but my life has been
Yeah.
like my life has been rolling really fast, like a ball in a Flintstone, the stone rolling down a Flintstone hill. That's how my life has been rolling
Okay.
recently.
Well, I don't know. All in UNC. Allegedly, rumor has a word on the curve is they said it did with some very expensive shoes and purses, which I think she got for. She ended up getting got for those. So I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. What are you talking
Yep.
about?
They said that the Michelle A.T. Alien, now I don't know how true this is, allegedly rumor has it word on the curve is, Michelle A.T. Alien said when she first rode by there, they it looked like some expensive clothing out there, some purses and shoes and different, and like wardrobe, basically like a wardrobe type of situation. And she said that it looked like it got from when so Michelle, I think Michelle AT, I don't know how far apart her and Britt Edia rode up there because Michelle ATL rode up there too. But she
Yeah,
said from what she was when she was looking at from what Briette posted, it looked like that stuff was no longer there. So she don't know because also Michelle said that there was a lot of people outside. So everybody in the vicinity was out there filming and recording that situation. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I saw a lot of people there, and it was like I said, there were people. I saw a man with a dryer in his hand, putting it in the back of a truck. Girl, just so many things. It was so much going on at one time. Um,
Right.
I would not. But Kenya
And
said that.
here where I think is and here where I think it that wasn't Kenya.
Please
And I
declare.
believe that she got because that man was in a raggedy old pickup truck. Kenya got the type of money where she would have had a moving truck for the amount of stuff that they put on that sidewalk. So here's where I think she got. I don't think she picked up that stuff at all. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's a red raggedy beat down pickup truck that looked like that's Uncle Sam's from down there down the road. I don't know, Uncle
But
Sam,
Kenya lived in the
Uncle
apartment.
Bob, Uncle Bob. And I don't see Kenya hiring Uncle Bob to move that type of stuff. So I don't know.
But Kenya lived. But
I
did
don't know.
Kenya live
I
in a
don't know.
place that had a white refrigerator, girl? Anyway, you said
No, I'm
Kenya.
saying, right. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that guy picking up all that stuff was sent there by Kenya, is what I'm saying. I think that was somebody that seen that stuff on the road and that was Uncle Bob down the road that was driving by and noticed that all that stuff was on the sidewalk and decided to take it and pack it and see what he could get off and get some money for. Listen, that's what I'm
I
saying,
agree.
Brown.
I agree
Brown
with
girls,
that.
bro. I don't see Kenya eyeing Uncle Bob with that raggedy pickup truck. I'm sorry, I don't. Kenya
Yeah,
got.
I agree with that. I agree. Because
That
all the
stuff
stuff
got
that I
stolen.
saw looked like it was worth something. I didn't see nothing that looked
It
like it was.
was. That's why I said Michelle Etienne said there was purses and pocketbooks and shoes out there, and them people went and got that stuff.
Sitting there, I tried to explain that to her.
Would
She
you
didn't.
say all of you see she broke? She hired Uncle Bob. Okay, that looked like Uncle Bob rickety raggedy truck, baby. But okay, all of you they did. Okay, she might have had Uncle Bob. She might have to. But that was
See,
Uncle Bob pickup
look,
truck, baby.
Sugar Brown said that the landlord wanted to evict her to humiliate Kenya because it was Kenya. Retribution will be in progress.
Lord, he did not want to evict her because it was Kenya. At the end of the day, if anything, if she was supposed to do what the contract said she was supposed to do, that would have brought more business to his location, and he would have got his rent money. I don't think that at all. Like, why? Who wants to spend money on lawsuits and fees and not getting paid off? Man, I don't know about that one. Sugar Brown. Right? Sugar Brown, Sugar must be Team Twirl, baby, because she doing all type of gymnastics to make that girl right.
That she was Team Kenya now. You paying attention? Yeah, all the stuff look valuable to me. Oh wow. I see Michelle Atalian is stalking. Smelly is Sugar Brown. That's so not nice. We're not gonna say that because we like Michelle up here.
Brown. And you know what? Typically, I would stick up for Michelle, but I told you what happened. I ain't like she brought me the wrong way, so I ain't sticking up for that effort. Mm-hmm.
Terry said I would have been right out there getting my stuff because now that's not cool. But she was in Japan, so
yeah, Terry. I don't think that was her getting her stuff. Yeah. Sugar Brown, baby, because the way you doing gymnastics to make that girl right. Okay. Got to be Team Twirl. I ain't mad at you, Sugar Brown.
Let's see what else is there that we can talk about.
Hey, Susie. Salutations, beautiful.
Hi, Susie. Hey, how you doing? Child, that's hilarious. I'm gonna watch the portion interview because y'all make it sound like you said. Who's it said they saw portion a different light? Who said that? Who said that? All in Unity. It was a good interview to me. I see Portia a whole new light.
I love Portia.
Really. I've always
I love Portia. And I know that, listen, okay. Now we got to compartmentalize, okay? Right. I don't necessarily believe in her whorish ways, but I love Portia. And that so far, what I've seen in that interview was very, very good. And I'm proud of her. And one thing you can't be mad at somebody who stands and who they are and where they're at and how far they've come and what they've been through. So I love Portia. No, I don't got the hate for Portia.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I like Portia too. I be honest with you, I've always been team Portia. I love the fact that she glowed up. I thought that her and scruggy looking Dennis would have made a couple, but of course he had a Rolodex on his body,
Yeah,
so it
I mean, and
didn't.
that's the thing. Like
But
I said,
but
we
hold on
could
one
say.
second though. I will say
I'm
this.
sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Just let me finish this thought before I forget it.
Mhm.
The one thing I will say, just like Butterflii said, I don't agree with Portia's whorish ways. I do not. Um, which is kind of reason why I kind of fell back from her. I didn't like the situation with Simon at all, regardless of who was cheating with who. Uh, Everybody's responsible for themselves. Simon's responsible for him, and Portia is definitely responsible for Portia. She knew that she was working with Fallon, and I still feel like it was foul, regardless of whether Fallon was sleeping with the dog, the cat, or the mice. It still was foul. Moving into that lady's home and chasing after that lady's dollars for the very fact that you really didn't even want the man. She didn't really want Simon, and that is a known fact. She wanted what
Right.
do. She saw that Fallon was riding on private planes. She wanted to ride on a private plane. Chad, it is what it is. But I am gonna watch the
Yeah.
video because I do like Portia. I just don't. Again, I don't like her hoish ways. I felt like when she divorced Simon, she should have just got her behind about that house and went on about her business. Because I'm gonna tell you this: Portia done sold her house to keep Simon's house, but at the end of the day, Portia could only stay in that house. Was it 2 years or 3 years? The time clock is ticking. It's ticking. Either she's going to purchase that home or she's going to have to get out of it. But she can't stay in that home. The judge only upheld the prenuptial agreement. She gonna eventually have to get out that house if she can't buy it. So that's why she out here working like she working and doing these interviews, baby. She know what she doing. One thing we can say about Portia, she's a worker, she's a hustler. She gonna make that money. That's one thing she gonna do.
I ain't mad at her. So hopefully, maybe she will end up buying the house. I ain't mad at Bush. I hope she do get the house. Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay, get Simon back his house. Okay.
but here's the thing: Simon not coming back to the United States, so I hope she gets it too. But she's gonna have to buy the house from him. She's not gonna
Right.
just get the house. She's
Mhm.
gonna have to buy the house. Yeah, she'll have to give him some money on that house. You said Kenya is 2 seasons in age. Should not know you don't open up a hair salon when I do and pop-ups and see if you got the clientele. She advertised it on social media, her location. So Susie, I'm sure is going to voice to text, which kind of jumbles up. But she's talking about Kenya opening up the hair salon, and she didn't have the
Yep.
clientele to keep it open, which I agree with that
Right.
100. She
Yep.
said, yeah, you know what? You got to be kidding me. It was strategic that they
Girl.
put her out while she was out of the country. They probably knew. They probably was watching her house. So I go to the airport and was like, she gone. Go over there and put all that stuff on the curb.
Listen. Hey, I agree with you. Got to be kidding me. Did you see what she said, baby? Portia both
Yeah.
nasty.
Seems to be a fun person, but hide your man if he's rich. I know that's right, Susie. Better hide because Portia going after the dollars. But I'm gonna tell you something. This week's episode, I haven't done my review of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I will say this. This week's episode of Portia kind of gave me the feeling that Portia really is realizing that it's okay to be single. Portia, I believe, has been living in a survival mode ever since we've seen her. She was with Cordell. Cordell put her out. But before he put her out, remember she had a condo that she had to go back to. She went and lived with her mom. It was just a big mess. So I think Portia has this fantasy and this dream life and this fairy life, but to do that, she thinks it involved a man. So she got with Dennis. Remember, the legs opened up every time she found out how much money he had. The legs opened up a little bit, further and wider and wider and wider until she got a baby. Just because she found out how much money he had. Then when she met Simon, the same thing. And I think she realizes that I really don't need I don't need to be
So
a husband to be able to survive because Portia makes money. She was making money on Dish Nation. She had I would say a residency with Amazon or whatever you want to call it, a storefront with Amazon. Portia makes money. So why she was living like she was in survival mode at all time was beyond me, because she does.
So here is what I love about everything you just said. She answers everything you just said in the first part of the interview.
Okay.
Literally every single thing you just said, she answers it in that first portion of the interview. Go watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Go watch it.
It's been
And I'm gonna tell you right now, lady, bro, you ain't
Mhm.
too far off. But it's amazing that that's what you started with, because that's exactly the subjects that she started with. So go watch it.
Yeah. She said, Symmetry said she may not have to buy him out since he hasn't been keeping his financial obligations, which means he owes her money. True that. But she's going to have to get that house out of his name for sure. Definitely that, Symmetry. But I definitely am going to go watch. She talked about all that, Lady Rowe. Y'all have to watch it. I'm going to go watch it, All in Unity. That will be my thing today. Watch the interview. I'll probably watch it tonight because I'm gonna do a review of probably Love and Mary Transfield today. But I am gonna watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this afternoon. But yeah,
I think you're gonna be pleasantly surprised, and I think you are gonna enjoy it, Lady Rowe.
Okay, I hope so. Because again, I'm a Portia fan. I just did not like. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think where I really started disliking Portia, because I still like Portia, but I started having alternate feelings for her, was when she tried to fight Dennis's mama. I was like, girl, you're doing too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't try to fight nobody's mama.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that.
At the end of the day, that's always gonna be your baby's grandmother, no matter what.
That's right. Yeah. When she started trying, she had just started liking Simon, and it kind of just turned my stomach a whole different direction. I'm like, Portia, what are you doing? You got your whole family out here throwing stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something. The sad part is that Portia will always have the reputation of she likes to fight because of those very reasons. She spoke on Cordell too. I definitely gotta watch it now, because I always wanted to know what her feelings were about old funny looking Cordell. Allegedly, he's funny looking. But yeah, I've always Portia is beautiful. As good looking as Portia is, she don't care nothing about how the men look that she chooses. She don't give a damn. Cordell looked like smut. Simon wasn't too far from. Simon looked like he could be Florida Evans' big brother, little brother. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I guess all she saw was dollars. Dennis, he ain't the most handsome guy in the world either. In this past week episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Dennis showed us just how funny looking he can be, allegedly.
Okay, look at all scruffy. Okay, baby. Some men just don't look good on cat, baby.
Look like he needed a bath. Do you hear me?
Listen.
At all.
Like he was living in one of them hot dog trucks or wherever you got.
I mean, he looked like he had a bath. He needs a shave. He looked like his clothes may have been dirty. He just looked funny. I'm like, what's wrong with this? And that is why.
Are you okay?
That's why. Who's that made the comment about? Have you seen? When Portia was saying that Kelly was with some guy and she was talking about Dennis. She said, "Have you seen Dennis lately?"
Dennis might be going through some things.
Right. Sugar Brown said Portia wanted Shamia's lifestyle and unattractive old man. Simon was
was the mark. Yeah, I believe that too. Sugar Brown. I was gonna say that. I don't think she wanted Fowler's lifestyle. I think she wanted Shamia's lifestyle.
Yeah, I think so. But she saw what Fallon was getting, so she felt like this Nigerian guy could give me the private plane. And he did. He gave that to Portia. He definitely did. He was giving her a $40,000 a month allowance.
Oh yeah.
So Portia just didn't want him. We're just gonna call the thing a thing. She just didn't want him. Guarantee she was probably never. You ever been with a man and you look over there and you be looking at like, what the hell I ever seen your ugly? You ever did that?
Right. Yeah, girl. I'd
Okay.
be like, I don't even want to look at you because it'd be like, please don't see me. You don't see me, right? I don't see you, nigga. Don't speak to me. You ain't got to speak to me. Listen, we
Ugh.
good.
You look
Girl,
at me like,
no
ugh.
direction. Nope. I'll see you. I don't see ya.
Rosie said, do y'all think that Kelly is trying to bait Portia to fight her so she can get put off the show? I don't think so. Because I think Kelly means
Nah,
it.
I think Kelly is somebody that we're gonna find out is she's deflecting. She's doing what a lot of them women do that don't really want to talk about what they got going on. So Kelly thinks that picking at other people and picking in other people's business is deflecting from what she got going on. So nah, I don't think so. I hope Portia don't rag and tag and drag her
Wait
behind.
a minute. But what did Kelly
Because
do?
Kelly got a lot of stuff going on. Kelly
Yeah,
got a
but
lot of stuff going on.
Kelly ain't did nothing to nobody. Portia started on Kelly.
No, Kelly started with Portia.
No.
Nope. Nope. Kelly started with Portia. Regardless of how she felt about that situation with Portia is Fallon. She don't know Fallon personally. She don't know Portia personally. So for her first season on the show, is the first thing that she do is call herself trying to hold Portia accountable for a situation that ain't had nothing to do with her. No. Kelly started with Portia.
No,
I'm not playing the games. No. She didn't know Portia from a hole in the wall to be in her face, approaching Portia the way she did. When she first sitting down with Portia, meeting Portia. I'm sorry. No, I don't.
No, I think
at least sit in my face to give me a chance. And you know what I'm saying? No. Kelly started with Portia. Thank you. Okay, I think you outnumbered in here, baby. You outnumbered in here. Thank you, ladies, because they all agree with me.
Wait a minute.
Kelly started with Portia.
I don't agree with that. I think they both are wrong. I really do. I believe Kelly's wrong and so is Portia. They both were wrong. Kelly should not talk about Dennis because her ex-husband is not attractive either. Child, but Dennis, he showed up on this camera. We know Kelly's husband ain't coming on this camera. But we saw exactly what she was talking about with Dennis. I like Dennis, honey. I'm a Dennis fan. Shamir wants the fame that Portia has. Yeah, I think so too. But I don't think Shamir has.
It's the sad part. I really absolutely believe it goes both ways. Shamir wanted Portia's fame and notoriety, and Portia wanted Shamir's lifestyle. And they need to figure that out and come back together because they've been best friends since they was kids. Now that situation I'm really sad about.
Yeah, me too.
But I also think that Shamir let Candy get in her ear, and Candy get on my nerves because she need to stay out of Portia and Shamir's friendship. And I absolutely believe that Candy was jealous of Portia's friendship that she had with Shamir, and she is so happy that her and Shamir ain't friends no more because she was too busy to be want to come out here and drop breadcrumbs about what was going on in their friendship, in my opinion. But anyway, I digress.
But you know
I ain't like that.
But you know what, Butterflii? To be honest, because I'm not a Candy fan, but to be honest with you, I think Shamia is not a strong friend. She kind of is a fly by night or fly with the wind. I don't know what you want to call it, kind of friend, and that kind of makes it difficult for your friendship to progress, especially when you have other people that are whispering in your ear. When you're not that strong friend, you kind of go, like a piece of a feather.
Right. And that's what, I agree with you. That's the part. That's why I said I feel like Shamir let Candy get in her ear because I believe Candy was jealous of Portia and Shamir's friendship.
Baby, now this is funny to me. You got to be kidding me. Said I was mad at Portia for talking to Simon for a whole different reason than anybody else. Like, girl, I know you not that hard up, baby. That's hilarious to me.
I think you got to be kidding me. Said it. She said, "Shoot, I was looking at Fowler and Portia like, child, and y'all do anything for money."
Anything. Y'all do anything for $1. No,
brown girls rock. You got to be kidding me. He was on the same page.
Right. So you said Simon did a recent interview with Tasha K. Has anyone seen it? I haven't seen it. Symmetry said yes. So Symmetry catches all the interviews. She'd be like, "Hey, you need to watch this, Lady Rowe." And I go watch it, but I be so busy sometimes I just don't have a chance to
Oh,
see
y'all
what
feel
be
like the
happening.
friendship's over? There's no coming back. All right.
She's only picking at Portia though. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Kelly. I think Shamia may have told Kelly some things. You know how you got a friend that's always like the scrappy, always barking at somebody's ankles, and I think that's what Kelly is. And I don't think it's. Again, I see where both
Once
of them.
again, Kelly deflected from sharing her dysfunctional life that she got going on. But go
She's
ahead,
showing us.
go
She's
on.
She's showing us this dysfunctional crap. Kelly started Portia last season. Kelly started Portia her first season. Kelly continuously
Mm-hmm.
talks about Portia behind her back using a
Yep.
ho. Yeah, Portia can be known as a ho. I don't know. Just how I feel about it. Because we done seen Portia do some things on the screen.
That's
The
why I said Kelly better brace herself because I think we about to get her whole facts.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Hey, girlfriend, salutations.
Hey, Gail. It's Sugar Brown said, "Does Kelly have fillers or Botox?" I'm just perplexed about her looks. Like
Ooh,
going on. I believe she does
I
have a
think
lot
she
of
has
fillers.
both.
Yeah,
I
I agree
believe she
with
has
her.
both.
Her
Oh my
lips
God.
are
I was
like,
looking at her face too. Yes.
yeah, definitely. Because I was like, oh my gosh, she's getting that face, the Botox face or whatever you want to call it. She's definitely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If Portia would be friends with Shamia again, Kelly would be out. Definitely. Definitely out. Brown Girl Rock. She would definitely be out. The friendship season is over. I kind of agree with you, Symmetry, and it's unfortunate, but I believe so. Shamia's husband does not want to be on the show. Baby, that's what another thing I want to talk about. And we done got off talking about Keegan. But I will say this about Shamia. You know, if you're married or you're in a relationship with a guy, the one thing that men happen to do, um, if you convince them to do something they don't want to do it, they can either make you miserable for doing, having them participate, or they will sabotage it. I believe Drew loves Shemia because we just watched him go to Van Cleef's and spend over $40,000 on one necklace. So I really believe he loves her. I really believe because
Oh,
remember on
wow.
this episode, he came into the room to talk to her about their surrogate. I really believe he loves her. I believe he really wants to continue to grow their family. But I really think that he told Shamia he did not want her on this TV show. And she insisted, or she may have begged and pleaded him to do it. And he did it. And now he is just going to make her life miserable because he don't want to be on the show. And I believe that is a fact. I'm with you, Sugar Brown. I don't think he wants to be on the show. Yes, ma'am, I feel the same. She did let Candy get in her ear. Oh, wow. I've always said that reality TV will destroy marriages and friendships. It does, but I think that's if you allow it to. I believe because I'm gonna tell you this. You go over there and look at some of those other franchises that don't look like us, and they're not over there destroying all their marriages. Some marriages do get destroyed, but not like they do over here with the black folk, honey. We tend to just do too much.
Yeah. And a lot of their husbands don't get pegged with the gay allegations. I was watching something. I think it was Michelle L. again, but she was talking about how Todd is trying to round up all the Real Housewives husbands to do their own little thing. And I actually think that's a great idea, and I look forward to seeing what they come up with. And I do think they should talk about their experience, which is different from how they treat the white husbands of the Bravo universe. The way they every season they try to tag one of them black husbands as gay don't make no sense.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you know what? They do it all the time. But I will tell you this: it's us sisters that are running with that narrative. It is. It's us that's running with that narrative. And I heard someone say today that Shamia's husband doesn't love her. I don't believe that. I believe I'm gonna put this out here, and I don't know how many of y'all may listen or may not, but I tend to have a lot of people that I work with that are from Nigeria or Nigerian.
About this thing, I don't think Africans are as affectionate in ways that
there we
are
go.
traditionally vernacular. Yeah,
we think we want to show that public affection, and they don't do that. They don't do, and I will tell you this: money means more to them than having a spouse because they think they can get it anywhere. I'm just being honest with you. You're not that African man is gonna get up out the bed with that woman and he's gonna go to work. He gonna come back home. He gonna pow pow pow, and he gonna get it back up that next morning because they have other things that they consider important because they feel like that wife is gonna be there. I'm just throwing that out there. Y'all can take from that whatever you want, but yeah, I really believe that. I really truly believe that. So I think you're not gonna get the same person out of Shamia. Same way with Simon. I believe that Portia ran cold with Simon because Simon chose to, of course, give her money. But Simon was out here living his life in Dubai and in Cuba and all the different places. He wasn't sitting up under Portia all day long. He was doing other things. So I just really feel like when you marry someone from a different culture, you really have to know what that culture is all about. You said it is now a scheme being set up by Todd to come to the viewers with the girl. They said that once he gets this together, we know that Todd can probably get the people to back him, and then he got a show. I would watch it. I'm being
I don't know if it's gonna be a show as much as it's gonna be like them live things that they be doing, them live panels. But whatever, however, which way they do it, I feel like it's gonna be a hit, and I believe he should do it. I'm all the way here for it. I'm even gonna hold you because I don't like how they painted Todd even in this divorce. I don't like it making it seem like that man was latching on to Candy for money as if he didn't have a career, his own job, and everything else going on. I don't like that narrative. I don't. Whether Candy was richer than him or not, one thing about it, he didn't enter that marriage as a no good, like the last guy she was about to marry with the 10 kids. Now, if y'all was ragtagging, dragging him, God rest his soul, but she's about to marry a man with 10 kids who we knew for a fact didn't really have no type of real career going on. So the fact that I don't like how Todd was painted. I'm gonna just say that. Whether he cheated or not, whether he was wrong in that all that's up for debate, whatever. It's everybody's own perception. But the way he was painted as if he was just a low down broke bum from off the corner, I don't like that because that's not his true origin story. You know what I mean?
But can we add a caveat to that though? We allowed Mama Joyce to do that. She started the painting. She used that broad stroke of the pen and she created this painting that Ty was, he didn't have the money and he was broke and he was going to be living off candy. Can we say that honestly, Butterflii?
Yeah, we could say that her mother painted that and she allowed her mother to paint that. And I think that's a big part of what maybe became conflict because she never took her foot off his neck. And to be honest with you, that's a whole nother Mama Joyce, her mother is a whole nother baby. Anyway, yeah, I could be honest with that. That's why when the divorce was announced, everybody was acting like Mama Joyce was vindicated. I just thought that was bootlegging. I think Mama Joyce wasn't vindicated. If anything, that was not okay. The way she was all up on her daughter's marriage that way. I'm sorry. Now, I don't believe that Mama Joyce shouldn't have been there for her daughter, but I believe there's a way that you go about things. You know what I'm saying? And the way Mama Joyce went about it was not cool. Like, of course, I think all of us would turn to our parents in a situation in a marriage that we might need advice from because you gotta be particular who you get advice from too, because everybody don't want to see your marriage thrive. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to her having her mother as a leading ear, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But Mama Joyce took it overboard. I'm sorry. I just feel like that.
I agree with you.
I feel like she might have been a part of the demise of the marriage while everybody was running around trying to vindicate her. No. Right. What Mama Joyce did was absolutely not okay.
I agree with that 100%. I saw a video recently on Candy's page. Mama Joyce is washing a glass at the sink or drying it off, and she's singing, "Ain't no mountain higher." And they're replaying what was said on Bravo on the show on Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she was telling Todd, and then you hear Candy say, "What do you say, Mama?" And she said, "No, nothing." And she's saying it again, "Ain't no mountain high enough." And all of a sudden they start playing the song, "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." And Candy announces something she's about to do. I think a tell-all. She's gonna tell about Todd.
At the city refinery.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I don't want to hear nothing with Todd come out here with these other husbands and tell his side. I don't want to hear it. Because Candy gonna do it. She gonna yoke it. She gonna yoke it for everything she can.
Well, one last thing before we get ready to get off. You said, and the way his mama was treated, Brown Girl Ross, and his daughter
I
His
didn't like
baby was
that.
treated
And his
bad.
daughter.
Mhm. And his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Treated.
Yep.
And then his mom passed away after that. I hated that. But I'm gonna tell you the one
Yeah.
thing, the smart thing Todd did, he didn't sell his New Jersey
Condo.
condo, and it
Yep.
looks good. Now he did remodel that bad boy. It looks good. So the thing is, we know Todd always has his career to fall back on, and I think he will be okay. One more last thing before we get ready to get out here. Now, I don't know if y'all been watching the news, but that old Drew Sidora went over there and told the judge, Judge, if you put me at the house on May 30th, me and my oldest son, we're gonna be homeless. We ain't got nowhere to go, and I can't afford a place for us to live. So, child, all the court documents done fell out the rafters, and come to find out, Drew has been given Ralph 50% of all of her earnings, 50% of her earnings from Real Housewives of Atlanta, 50% of her earnings from her movies, just giving him money at the wazoo. Now, Ralph is a Forbes 500, 500. He works in corporate America and IT. He makes good money. He's a project manager. He makes some six figures, some good six figures a year. But yeah, why he need half of this girl's earnings? So she thinks that she goes down and he tells the judge this, and the judge is going to be like, okay, you can stay at the house. But no, baby, judge told her yesterday, you got to get out. You got to find you somewhere else to stay. And Todd, I mean not Todd, and Ralph gonna get to keep these kids, and we're gonna see how if the kids get to school or if they late. Now that he has them. Now, tell me what you think about this Drew Sidora situation, Butterfly.
I said it myself when I spoke about it yesterday. I do feel like Drew need to take some accountability because why did her kids miss so many school days? See, I don't understand why that woman was giving that man half of her money, but I feel like Ralph manipulated that woman and took advantage of her. And I think there was some periods in Drew's life where Ralph was the breadwinner and she wasn't really bringing her in a huge amount of an income. So I think she felt obligated to share her newfound income with him because not only was he getting half of the movie money, he also got half of the money from an injury that she got.
Yes, yes, yes. Speak on it.
What are you getting half of money for an injury that I suffered from? So I definitely believe Ralph took advantage of her and manipulated her. And I do think that there was times in her life that she was vulnerable and that Ralph may have been the breadwinner. And that's maybe why she may feel obligated to give him half of so much of her money. And this is where I feel bad for her, right? This is when I don't like Shawnee O'Neal for nothing in the world. But one thing I will say that woman was smart to do was to rescind that first attempt at the divorce and go back and put some money away and then file for divorce. Because I think when she realized the first go around, because of the state that she was in, that she was not going to get a lot out of that divorce. It was smart for her to go back, rescind the divorce, act like she was going to make up with the man and stack some money and then leave. So that's what Drew Sidora should have did. Rather than giving Ralph 50%, she should have had her own separate bank account from her marital account and given herself 50%.
Right.
I do feel bad. And I need to understand why your children missed 30 days apiece of school. And I need to understand why you didn't and was not fulfilling them therapy sessions, because at the end of the day, we're living in 2026. You can do therapy in so many different type of ways. You don't have to show up in the office no more. You can do it over the phone. You can do it over Zoom. There's so many different ways to do it. So there's like what's going on, baby? Your priorities are mixed up.
Something
now,
ain't right.
Ralph, something ain't right. And you gotta take accountability for that. Now, hopefully you can get it together and get your kids back.
And you know the
Because that's the
crazy
one thing.
Butterfly, they've been divorcing. They said this is going on 3 years. I didn't realize it's been that long.
Right. And it shouldn't, and it really shouldn't take this long. So that's why I say, and it takes a lot. The courts, we know that majority of court systems always goes with the mothers when it comes with the children. So there has to be something really going on there that they sided with Ralph. And I keep wondering, does he have custody of both the children or just their child they have together? Because we say plural. Everybody keeps saying he get custody of the children, but then we hear her talk about her and the son will be homeless. So I'm trying to figure out what's really going on with this son in that situation.
So Drew has 3 children, 2 by Ralph, and then she has a son that she had previously from another relationship. So Ralph has custody of his 2 children by Drew.
Wait, they got. I thought Drew had 2 kids. When did she have a third?
She has
Did I
three.
miss?
She
Oh, that's
has a,
right.
has a
She
boy
was
and a girl.
pregnant. What season was that? She was pregnant on the show, right?
No,
No.
she's always had 3 kids. hmm Her and Raph have 2, and then she has an older son. Remember, she wanted him to adopt the oldest son.
That's what I'm saying. I remember the oldest son. I don't remember a third son. I just
Yeah,
remember the oldest son and the daughter.
she has 3 children. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Why nobody told me that yesterday when I was like, "Where's what are they talking about? Plural on kids?"
Oh wow.
I remember the whole adoption, with the oldest son, but I don't remember them. I don't recall them having 2 kids together. I recall them having 2 kids all together.
Yeah, they have 3 children.
Oh, I don't know how I missed that. I'm sorry, but because I definitely missed that.
Yeah. So I just wonder why. I just wonder how that's going to work out for them all together as a family unit. Let me move this down so you can see these beautiful kids. And Drew, you said she's always been 3 kids. She had a boy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Buttercups. I thought they had 2 kids. Her oldest that she had outside of the marriage, and then the daughter she got with Ralph. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I did not realize that.
So this is their family. Can you see them, Butterfly? Let me move this
Hold
video.
on. Let me with the comments. Ooh, oh my God. What did I do?
I don't know what you just did.
On
You can't see the screen?
Hold on. Oh no, okay, I'm here. Yeah, I see it now. Yep. I see people news. Mm-hmm.
So they have 3. There's the oldest they have together. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I don't know how that went over my head, Buttercups. Like I said, I was familiar with the oldest, which I knew she had, because I remember the father just getting out of prison and all that. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay.
But I often wonder what kind of mindset Drew has that she would be giving this man half all her money. I don't get it. Because how do you expect to live if you've given all your money to your husband or your soon-to-be ex-husband? And I wonder what kind of man he is to want to take everything that she has so that she doesn't have anything to move forward. We saw Drew 2 seasons ago in a brand new Escalade. Where's that truck at? Is it gone? I just
Drew, and that's the big question. You're taking half of her money and you're taking half of her money, then also expecting her to spend her half on going half on the responsibility of the house. So what are you putting into? What is your finances putting into? Why are you like, baby, that whole arrangement is crazy.
Was he her manager? I'm trying to figure out what was the reason why he was. When I tell you, this whole situation about her giving him her money, it just baffles me. It just, when I say it baffles me. Unless she's just horrible with money. But even at that, you give him half. I don't get it.
That's why I'm like, that other half should have been going into a separate bank account, baby. You got me jacked up for a rainy day.
Right.
Got me all the way jacked up.
Now he's putting you out in the streets and you have nowhere to go. You should have 3 years in the making. You should have been putting you some money in a background, a back box, the bank vault somewhere, so you would have something to fall on. Because it looks like you're just gonna be out here all dangling. Because this man going on with his life. Girl.
So that at the same time, Lady Rose like,
Girl, it's crazy.
I hope she get it together. Because, one thing she did admit so far in this season that she's hustling because she needs the money. And we see.
Yeah, girl. She definitely needs the money. And I feel kind of bad for her. I don't know if I really should be feeling bad for her. I feel like she's slow. Because why would you give this money? I just don't get it, Drew. I don't get it. I was rooting for you, child. It seemed like you were just as daffy in real life as you were on that show.
She who they claim Portia to be. Looking like she the daffy. Girl, it looking like Drew is who they claim Portia to be, baby.
Remember, Peter Thomas said the wives give the husbands a percentage of the RHOA checks since they are part of the storylines. That was an agreement that Cynthia had with Peter, but a lot of the women don't give the men anything. I've heard other women say that they get nothing.
Right.
So yeah, but even at that, let's just say hypothetically that Drew agreed to give Ralph 50% of her check, although we know Ralph ain't really showed 50% of work on this Real Housewives of Atlanta. What's the reason why he got half of her injury check and half of her
Right.
films? It just don't make. I got too many questions. I got too many
Yeah,
questions.
I do need to know, was he a manager? It don't sound like he was a manager. It sounded like she thought she was paying into something that he wasn't paying into, which
Yeah,
was the
something
marriage.
about it.
So I ain't right there. And like you said, could it be that she wasn't good with money? But still, even if that's the case, it still don't equal to half. And where's the half? Like, it don't make sense. She giving you half of her income, but you wasn't giving her half of your income.
Yeah, when I say totally lost.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get it, but child. Anywho, I enjoyed this talk with you guys. I really have. This has been a lot.
This was fun.
A lot of
Since my behind was running late this morning because I had to hit the road again early. But I was gonna come this afternoon, so I was so excited that Lady Ro invited me to do this. Thank you, Lady Ro.
Thank you. I just wanted to sit down and have
fun.
a quick little chitty chat and get some stuff off our chest that we've been seeing. I'm gonna tell you, the world is.
Yep.
We deal with a lot of things on a day-to-day basis. Everybody in their lives. We know someone who's sick. We all know someone who's going through something, even if it's not ourselves. So I think it behooves us to take a moment away, step back, and have a good old laugh. It just does.
Yes, that baby. This is Thursdays, girl. I'm about to head out this door, give me a cut water, and sit back and catch up with some more grease for tomorrow morning's table talks. Listen. Thank you, all in unity. Thank you, Queendom, and thank you, Buttercups. Okay.
Thank you.
This was a great afternoon catch up.
Perfect. It was a perfect show. Just a good time just to sit back and get a good little kiki. The Bible says laughter does the heart good like a medicine. And we may not think that we need the laughter, but we need that little bit of medicine. So keep laughing. As Butterflii said, keep your head on a, what'd you say, on the swivel?
Stay on your swivel, keep your head on the square. Okay, stay on your square and keep your head on the swivel. Absolutely. Yes, sugar brown, brown sugar. I missed you too, Buttercup. Yes.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining the live. When I tell you we don't take this lightly, or we just enjoy having conversations. When I say we like to talk, we like to go back and forth. We don't agree on everything, but at the end of the day, we ain't falling out about nothing.
No, we don't yell at each other, cuss each other out. And everything, but it ain't that serious. Okay, it ain't that serious. We're gonna hang. Oh, I hate you, girl. I wish you. No.
None of that.
That's what makes it even more fun. Us not agreeing. Shoot.
That's it. No one told you today that they love you. I love you, and there ain't a thing you can do about it. Now, Butterflii, what's your saying? Keep your head on.
My saying is, stay on your square and keep your head on the swivel.
And remember to smile, because
the world smiles with you, Buttercup. Let's go.
Y'all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yes. Love, light, and butterflies.